Hi, friends.
Hello.
This is Scott with We Are the Rest 2050. When I first started watching his channel, I was like, this guy must be independently wealthy, totally retired at a really young age, because every time I watch a different video, he's in a different state, different part of the country, and it was like,
Yeah.
who is this guy?
No, I'm definitely not wealthy. I just save. I work hard when I'm in Toronto, and I save everything and put it all towards traveling and filming.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great thing to do, and you have such a great channel. So if you haven't already seen his channel, I'll put the link down below or maybe up above or somewhere, so you can find it. And the reason I found it is because he does grave sites like I do as well. Now, he does other things. He's very funny. He does a lot of, like today, we're doing a house tour. Now, the reason we're doing Cary Grant is because Cary Grant, when he died, he was cremated and his ashes were scattered. So he doesn't have a final resting place to visit. So this is kind of, for me,
this is a place
like
to come to.
A memorial where you can actually visit. If you're a fan, you can come and see his house, and you can see they've got this really nice plaque. So they're proud of the fact that he lived here for almost 2 decades. And so I thought Scott was in town today. We wanted to go see some things. So I knew he loved Elvis. So we were going to go see Elvis's house, which I've already vlogged. And you may have seen my vlog already. But if not, I'll put a link to that as well. Yeah, this is the first time I've done a vlog with another vlogger. Yeah. And I don't know. Well, you've done
I've done a couple, yeah.
Yeah, you've done a couple with other people. And it's kind of fun. And
it's interesting. Yeah, it's fun.
So you're in Palm Springs for a day or two. And this is where I live. So we thought we would start with Cary Grant's house. We're going to go see Liberace's house, Elvis's house. So stay tuned. And I don't know how many will make it into this video. I might just do Cary Grant and Liberace because I haven't done them before. I have done Elvis, like I said. So Cary Grant's former Palm Springs home is located on Avenida Palmas in the movie colony, and it's just a few blocks from downtown Palm Springs. And gosh, I think it's about a mile, maybe less than a mile, to Liberace's former Palm Springs home. Okay, so here's Scott getting a selfie with the... Now this is like a replica, a small replica of the house itself. It's called Las Palomas. And you can see the CG for Cary Grant right on the gates. Are you fans of Cary Grant?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he lived here a pretty long time, man.
Yeah, he was.
Years,
yeah, back in the day, like you said, old Hollywood, this was the place. This is called the movie colony, this neighborhood.
Right.
And a lot of celebrities and movie stars lived here back in the day. And some still do, but it's not as much as back in the 40s, 50s,
no,
60s.
That was the heyday for
That was really the heyday.
Andalusian farmhouse style, including thick stucco walls and wooden windows and shutters, residence of film legend Cary Grant from 1954 to 72. And here, we're going to take a look at the house right here. This is actually the house. It's really tiny. We can go inside. What was Cary Grant's real name?
Archibald Leach.
Archie. No Archie. No. Here we go. We're going to look over the fence. And this is perfectly okay to look over the fence, right?
I think so, yeah. You don't want to jump over the fence, but
no.
I think it's okay to look over.
There you go. Cary Grant's house right there.
Now here's a postcard showing what the house looked like back in the 1950s or 60s, before all the trees and shrubs grew and are now providing privacy for the owners. If you're curious to see what the house looks like on the inside, Palm Springs Life magazine a number of years ago did a beautiful article. It's like an architectural digest look at the interior of the house, so you might want to go online and see if you can find it.
This is Steve, the graveyard guy.
Hey everybody.
And Steve lives here in Palm Springs. And Steve is taking me on a tour of celebrity homes. A lot of old Hollywood.
Definitely a lot of old Hollywood.
And for Stacy, one of my subscribers, you were, I think it was, oh, and Geraldine, you were saying you like old Hollywood. Well, today you're going to see it. And right in front of us is Cary Grant's house. So this is Cary Grant's house in Palm Springs. Guess what? He's not home. You know why? He's not around anymore. But this is his house. Cary Grant, right here.
Grant died on November 29th, 1986, at the age of 82 from a stroke in Davenport, Iowa. He appeared in more than 75 movies, many of them Hollywood classics, and was twice nominated for Academy Awards. He was a Hollywood leading man and considered to be an icon in Hollywood movie history. And even though he was cremated and his ashes were scattered and he has no final resting place to visit, he does have a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, which acts as a memorial to the actor, and it's located on Vine Street near the corner of Hollywood and Vine, just in front of Trader Joe's. Okay, so we're going to head over now to probably both of Liberace's homes. He had quite a few homes actually here, but I think the two, well, the one that was just recently done, I think that's the house where he died.
Right,
that's the one that's just
right near downtown, right?
It's right near downtown.
Yeah.
It's kind of in downtown. It's just a block from
Yeah.
where the Christmas tree lighting is happening tonight. We're going to go do that as well. So we'll show you in case you're curious what Christmas in the desert looks like.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm definitely curious about that.
Yeah, it's pretty, I mean, it actually gets pretty cold here, and I think it's supposed to be pretty cold tonight. It rained all day yesterday. We got snow up in the mountains, but actually right now, I just got my t-shirt on. It feels really nice.
Yeah, I know. I have this hoodie on. I'm actually warm. Yeah. But it was windy, so I thought, oh,
yeah.
well.
So I think let's go see how many we can see before the Christmas lighting starts.
Perfect, yeah.
So, and in fact, I don't know, you know Liza Minnelli and
Of course, yeah.
Judy Garland.
Yep.
Well, Judy Garland's
I'm a huge
daughter,
Wizard of Oz fan.
Are you?
Yeah.
Well, Judy Garland's daughter, Lorna Luft, is lighting the tree tonight.
No.
Yeah.
I want to get a selfie with Lorna Luft.
Yeah, let's do that. So,
Wow.
Yeah, so that's coming up in the next, as soon as the sun goes down, around 5 o'clock or so.
Okay.
So, all right, so we'll head on to Liberace's house next.
Liberace, one of my favorites.
Okay, so now here I am with Scott, standing in front of Liberace's last home in Palm Springs. He owned a number of homes here over the decades, but this was the last home, and according to the death certificate, this was where he died.
Yeah.
And from everything I've ever heard, this is where he died. Now, this looked totally different when he died. It was white, it was smaller, and they have been working on this for the last 5 years or so,
Really?
I think. Yeah, there was no gate here. So if you look back here, this gate wasn't here. You could just park here. I mean, back in the 60s and 50s, all the celebrity homes here, you could just walk right up to the door because nobody knew they lived here, I don't think.
Right.
And there just weren't that many people in Palm Springs. I mean, and nobody knew, where any of the celebrities lived. And even if they did, people weren't like they are today.
Yeah.
People didn't go do weird things usually. I mean, there wasn't very much crime or anything, especially in this little teeny desert town.
Right. Nobody
Palm
came out
Springs.
here to bother
Yeah,
the
so
celebrities.
that's
yeah.
part of the reason they all came down here, is because they could have a second house down here. They could probably just, have a driveway with no gate and nobody disturbed them. And anyway, so this is Liberace's final home, and
Right.
we'll go stop by one of his early homes. It might have been the first home.
Yeah.
He had so many. I think he had at least 3 or 4 homes, and I know he bought a home for his mom over in one of the other neighborhoods nearby.
And he's got the house in the condo in LA that's at the top of the building where he's got a pool at the very top.
Oh, see, I didn't know about
Yeah,
that one.
that's-
I knew
yeah.
about his home in Las Vegas, which he was just right down the street, almost walking distance from where he used to perform. And then I think the home where he actually lived, though, when he was just starting out, was in North Hollywood.
Right, okay.
Fairly close to where he's buried now. So he does have a final resting place, and I'll show you that in this video as well. Liberace's house looks very different today than it did back in the 1960s when this postcard promoted it. As you can see, the trees and the shrubbery have really grown up and are providing a lot more privacy to the current owners. But you can still see a little bit of the original house in all its glory. Liberace died on February 4th, 1987, at the age of 67, here in Palm Springs. He died of pneumonia as a result of having AIDS. Liberace was a pianist, a singer, and an actor, and was popular in the 1950s, 60s, and 70s. At the height of his popularity, he was the highest paid entertainer in the world. He earned the nickname Mr. Showmanship because he was also one of the most flamboyant people in the world. He's entombed with his mother and his brother at Forest Lawn in the Hollywood Hills in the Courts of Remembrance Outdoor Mausoleum in the second courtyard. I'll pan around like I usually do so you can see what this courtyard looks like, and so you can also get a better idea of where Liberace's final resting place is located. Now, the Christmas tree lighting where we're going tonight is right there. If you see the light, it's right on that corner. And the church where he used to go is that church right there, which was across the street from where he lived.
Really?
That was the church in the movie behind the Candelabra. That was the church where they filmed it.
Seriously?
Yeah. You know, I don't think they did. I'm not. You know, I have to go back and look. I don't think they did.
I have to check that out.
Well, you know, I don't know, but I'm pretty positive they did use that that church, because that's where all they were parked here for. It seemed like a week. I remember it was really hot, humid. We don't get a lot of humidity usually, but it was very humid that summer when they were filming, and everything was just blocked off for about a week while they were filming here, and it was all on this street. So.
I think it's literally one of the best movies ever made.
It was a great, yeah,
such a fun movie to watch.
A great movie.
If you're behind the Candelabra.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, watch it. A lot of people are surprised when I tell them, because I'm a huge Eminem fan, like I'm really into hip hop, but I'm also a huge Liberace fan.
Well, you're really diverse. I mean, you are so diverse.
It's kind of weird, but I've been obsessed with Liberace since I was little.
Really?
Yeah, I found everything about him.
Well, see, my grandmother she loved him. She used to go to his concerts and stuff.
Oh,
I mean,
that would be my dream.
I mean, she was like, he was a peer.
He's just so over the top.
She used
it's so
to
cool.
see him up in Vegas all the time, and yeah, she loved him. When I was growing up, I just thought, oh God, I just had no interest in him at all.
Well, it wasn't hip probably when you were growing up to like Liberace.
No,
right?
no.
It's not hip now, I don't think.
Everything about it just seemed weird to me, but she loved him. Yeah. You know, she loved Lawrence Welk. I didn't like him, but now, as an adult, I like both of them.
Have you vlogged Lawrence Welk's grave?
No, I'm going to.
Yeah, I did that.
I'm going to do a whole thing because of my grandparents. I mean, I grew up watching Lawrence Welk because of them. I mean, every Saturday night I'd go over to their house and we'd watch Lawrence Welk.
Yeah, my father. Thank you.
Yeah.
All
right. So we'll head on to his other house now.
Same people.
So it looks like now we're becoming part of the tourist attraction here as people go by.
Every house we enter, the same sort of groups of people keep driving by and filming.
That usually does happen. You know, we're just a few steps ahead. So as you can see, Scott and I are here in front of Liberace's home. This was, I don't know if it was the first home or just one of his first homes, but this is one that's very popular, very famous. It's been in lots of books and magazines. Now, if you go online and Google it, Palm Springs Life, they might have photos online that you can see. They've kept it really true to the period, to the 60s.
In the inside?
60s. Yeah. The owners have totally done a wonderful job, and Palm Springs Life did a spread a couple of years ago. That was really, really nice. They talked about the whole history and everything. Nice. So yeah, if you're interested in knowing more, you could go on Google it and see if you can find the pictures. Isn't this great? They've got a picture of Liberace right here in the entryway.
With one of his dogs, his beloved dogs.
Yeah,
he loved his dogs.
Now, from what I've read too, or maybe it was in the movie, he loved Christmas, right?
Yeah.
Do you love Christmas?
Yeah, he
did. Here we are at the Christmas tree lighting here in Palm Springs, a block from his last house.
Awesome. Whoops. Why did I do that?
I mean, obviously they're proud of the house and they've really kept it up in the style of Liberace, so I don't think they would mind us filming.
Yeah, they've kept this picture up, right?
Yeah.
And check out this. This is probably the coolest feature. It's a little tiny piano. Now this isn't a mailbox, is it, Steve? Is it? It is a mailbox.
I think it is, yeah.
It's a little tiny mailbox.
Like that, look behind. There's all those little flags.
Oh yeah.
That you can raise when you've got mail. Outgoing mail.
You know what? I'm embarrassed to say this, but so when the flag, we don't have that in Canada.
Oh, that's true.
So I've always wondered that when the flag is up, that means
that tells the postman that you've got mail that they can take to go. Instead of delivering, they'll take it.
I had no. You can
guys
do
don't
that
do
in this.
that?
No, we have to go to the post office or a post office.
Oh
box.
yeah, no. Here, if you got a house and you got a mailbox, you just put the little flag up, and the
So if I
postman will
have a
take
bunch
it.
of mail that I want to send to people, I just put the thing up, and the postman will come by.
Flip it up and see. Now, this I forgot. You're from Canada. You're from Toronto.
Yeah, but I've spent so much time in the States, and I always see that. I always see the mailbox with the thing. I never knew what when it's up, what that means. Well, there we go.
We are going now to downtown to see the lighting of the Christmas tree.
Lorna Luft.
Judy
Garland's daughter. I'm so excited.
She's lighting the Christmas tree.
I'll be starstruck.
I know, isn't that great?
Yeah.
So I think Carol Channing did it one year. Remember Carol Channing?
I do.
Yeah, she lives down here too.
She lived.
Yeah.
She is dead, right? Carol Channing?
Is she?
Isn't she?
I don't know. I guess we'll have to Google. I thought she was still alive.
Phyllis Diller's definitely dead.
Oh yeah, Phyllis Diller's dead.
Is it Carol Channing? No, maybe she's not.
I think she's still alive, and I think she's still living here in Palm Springs.
Diamonds are a girl's best friend.
Yeah. So anyway, all right, bye for now, and we'll see you at the
lighting.
The lighting.
Yeah.
Bye.
I brought my lighter.
Okay, so here we are a little bit early for the lighting of the Christmas tree, and Scott is back here doing his vlog.
That is adorable. You're the cutest little pink.
That is really good.
Is that national hair?
And the only pink.
Well
Good evening, Palm Springs, and welcome to the 2018 Downtown Holiday Celebration. Welcome. And one of the most fabulous entertainers from Broadway, movies, everything, Miss Lorna Luft.
It's on. Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, we all know that California's been going through a really rough time for the last 6 months. And I, along with all of you, want to thank our first responders, our fire departments, our police, our EMTs, everyone who, when everyone was running out, they were running in. I also want to keep in our hearts and in our thoughts Alaska. And look at one another tonight, please. And if you don't know who's standing next to you, introduce yourself, because it's all about community. And I happen to live with all of you in the greatest community in America, Palm Springs.
Thank you, Lorna Luft, and thank you so much for being here tonight. Everybody, this is real Hollywood. This is real celebrity here tonight. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yay! Happy holidays, everybody!
I loved it. That was so cool. I love this.
Do you have tree lightings in?
Yeah, we have the Santa Claus Day Parade, which probably was last weekend, I would imagine, in Toronto. It's huge. An ice rink. And the ice rink's already open because that's how cold it is in my hometown right now. Merry Christmas, everyone. Come on, we can say that better. Merry Christmas, everyone. Peace.
Peace. Merry Christmas. There's our tree. Well, this is YouTube, right?